If music is a gift, what do you call this delivery? 40 boxed up band instruments.
If music is a gift, what do you call this delivery? 40 boxed up band instruments, all shiny and new, all donated, a big milestone for a local favorite. Today marks the 25th anniversary of Vince Gill's induction into the Grand Ole Opry. Roy Acuff inducted Vince, who sang When I Call Your Name on August 10, 1991. Vince Gill is a name that echoes through the world of country music. His smooth, soulful voice and heartfelt lyrics have touched millions of fans, bringing comfort, joy, and deep emotions through his songs. But now, the legendary singer is facing heartbreaking news that has left fans and loved ones in shock. After decades of success, awards, and admiration, Vince is now entering a challenging chapter in his life, one filled with uncertainty and deep emotions. For years, Vince Gill has stood as a giant in the music industry. From winning Grammy Awards to being inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame, his career has been nothing short of legendary. But behind the bright lights of the stage, he is also a human being, one who has faced struggles and hardships along the way. Now, he is dealing with something that has shaken his world and the hearts of his fans. This isn't the first time Vince has faced difficulties in life. He has always found strength through music, turning personal pain into beautiful melodies that resonate with people across the world. But this time, things seem different. The weight of this moment is heavy, and the uncertainty of what lies ahead is unsettling for those who admire him. Fans who have followed Vince Gill for years are heartbroken. They are used to seeing him smiling on stage, filling concert halls with his incredible voice. Now, they can only hope and pray for him as he faces this difficult time. But the big question remains, what comes next for Vince Gill? Will he find the strength to overcome this challenge just as he has in the past, or is this a turning point that will change everything? This is not just a story about a country music legend. It's a story about a man who has given his heart and soul to music and to the people who love him. And now, as he faces one of the hardest moments of his life, the world is standing by his side, waiting to see what the future holds. What is the heartbreaking truth behind this news? Let's find out. At the school assembly, students learned about the donation, a gift from KHS, which manufactured them in partnership with the CMA Foundation. You know, this is a place where everybody knows everybody. Early beginnings. On a warm spring day in 1957, in the small town of Norman, Oklahoma, a future music legend was born. Vince Gill came into the world on April 12, surrounded by the sweet sounds of music. His parents, Jiren and Stan Gill, were both musically gifted. Stan, a respected judge by profession, loved playing the guitar and banjo in his free time, while Jiren had a beautiful singing voice and played the harmonica. Their home was always filled with music, classic country tunes from the Grand Ole Opry blended with the new and exciting sounds of rock and roll. From an early age, it was clear that Vince was meant to follow in their musical footsteps. Vince's love for music started when he was just 5 years old. He picked up his grandmother's guitar and quickly learned to play Old Shep, a well-known country song. By the time he was 8, he was already performing alongside his half-brother, Bob. The two of them sang popular songs like Long Tall Texan on local radio stations, and their voices blended perfectly. Even as a child, Vince had a natural gift that drew people in. Recognizing his son's talent, Stan encouraged Vince to develop his skills. He arranged guitar lessons with a local expert, J. Julian Atkins. With each lesson, Vince's love for music grew stronger. He became the star of his school show and tell, impressing classmates with his soulful version of The House of the Rising Sun. But he didn't stop at just the guitar. As he got older, Vince learned to play several instruments, including the fiddle, mandolin, dobro, and bass guitar. His ability to play so many instruments set him apart from other musicians and would later help shape his unique sound. During his teenage years, Vince discovered bluegrass music through a friend of his father's. The fast-paced melodies and heartfelt lyrics fascinated him. He knew this was the path he wanted to take. After high school, he formed his first band, Mountain Smoke, and even got the chance to open for the rock group Kiss. but not everyone welcomed his music. At one performance, the crowd booed and threw objects at the stage. Instead of backing down, Vince stood his ground, made a bold gesture, and walked off. He refused to let negativity stop him. Determined to follow his dream, Vince moved to Kentucky, the heart of bluegrass music. He joined the band's Bluegrass Alliance in Boone Creek, where he played alongside rising star Ricky Skaggs. This was a turning point in his career, helping him sharpen his skills and gain valuable experience. But Vince's journey was far from over. In 1976, he took another leap and moved to Los Angeles to join the backing band of fiddle player Byron Berlin. The West Coast brought new opportunities and helped him explore different musical styles. Over time, he developed a signature sound that blended bluegrass, country, and rock influences. As Vince's career took off, his incredible voice and powerful songwriting gained attention. Music critics praised his smooth, emotional singing style and his ability to bring songs to life. His guitar skills were just as impressive, earning him a place among the best musicians in Nashville. He played with bands like Pure Prairie League and even collaborated with the Eagles, proving his versatility across genres. Entertainment Weekly once described Vince as the Oklahoma native with a voice kissed by angels and the guitar skills of a man who made a deal with the devil. He wasn't just another country singer, he was a bridge between classic country and a new generation of artists. His live performances became legendary, with fans eagerly filling concert halls to hear him play. Music critics admired Vince for his ability to connect with audiences. His guitar solos were praised for their mix of skill and deep emotion, making every performance unforgettable. He had a rare gift, not just as a musician but as a storyteller who could make people feel every word he sang. From his small-town beginnings in Oklahoma to becoming one of the most respected names in country music, Vince Gill's journey is one of passion, dedication, and pure talent. His fans continue to support him, knowing that whatever he does next will be nothing short of amazing. And the party is continuing at this hour over on Music Row. BMI is honoring some of the best in country music. The Music Rights Organization is handing out awards on the third night of CMA Week. Music, Loss, and Love. Vince Gill has always believed in keeping things simple. "I just play what's necessary," he says. But as Joe Cease points out in the Vince Gill story, what Vince plays is far from ordinary. His ability to shine as both a lead guitarist and a singer is rare in country music, where most artists focus on one skill. Cease compares Vince's style to legends like Eric Clapton and Chet Atkins, showing just how special his sound is. Vince's musical influences are as wide as his talents. He considers Merle Haggard one of his biggest inspirations, calling him the greatest singer and storyteller. Beyond country music, he admires artists like Patsy Cline and Kitty Wells, who he listened to growing up. He's also drawn to the raw, honest music of Bruce Springsteen and John Fogerty, proving his love for different styles. His songwriting reflects the simple but powerful style of Hank Williams, another artist he respects. Unlike many of his peers, Vince writes most of his own songs, which makes his music feel personal and heartfelt. Over the years, Vince has mentored young musicians. Jason Sears, who played bass in his band during the late 1990s, looked up to him for guidance. Bluegrass singer Charlie Worsham has said that one of the first songs he learned on guitar was Vince's Liza Jane. In 2018, Vince showed his generosity by giving Worsham a custom-made guitar, proving that he isn't just a great musician but also a kind and supportive figure in the industry. His legacy is one of immense talent, deep emotions, and a heartfelt connection to his fans, one that will endure for generations to come. Marriage and heartbreak musician Janice Oliver, who was married to Vince Gill and was part of the band Sweethearts of the Rodeo, faced challenges in their relationship. Both loved music, but their busy schedules and fame caused them to grow apart. The constant traveling and pressure took a toll on their marriage, and in 1997, they got divorced. Vince was having a tough time while his marriage was falling apart, but he remained a loving father to his daughter, Jenny. Vince had to face his own weaknesses to heal after the breakup. This part of his life showed him just how much fame can cost and how much people often give up for it. During this time, Vince's songs reflected sadness, regret, and the journey of discovering more about himself. These feelings connected with fans who had experienced similar struggles. Just when Vince thought his love life was over, he found a new beginning with Christian music star Amy Grant. They shared a strong connection, and their friendship grew deeper. In 2000, they got married, and their families came together, starting a new chapter in their lives. However, blending families isn't always easy. Vince had to navigate the challenges of stepchildren, co-parenting, and adjusting to a new family life. Despite the difficulties, Vince and Amy stayed together, building a happy life even during tough times. Vince called Amy his rock, and together, they made a loving home. His songs during this time showed how his second marriage helped him heal, find happiness, and feel thankful. The couple worked together on many music projects, showing their shared love for music. Their duet House of Love highlighted their strong musical connection. After a life-saving surgery, Vince Gill's wife is back, sharing her recovery and re-entry into the singing world during an interview on February 10 with Good Morning America. Health struggles were not the only challenge Vince has faced over the years. His health has caused him some serious problems, forcing him to step away from the public eye. In 2018, Vince had a painful kidney stone issue, which led to a kidney infection. This illness caused him a lot of pain and required treatment. It came at a tough time, as he had to cancel several shows, including a much-anticipated performance at the CMA Awards. Vince was also born with a heart condition that made it hard for blood to flow from his lungs to his heart. In 2020, this condition caused a major health scare for both him and his fans. Vince took time off to focus on his health, and his strength and determination through this period showed how tough he is. Even with these challenges, Vince remains a solid figure in the country music world, respected for his talent and character. He has used his fame to support other artists, especially up-and-coming ones. His peers admire him for his hard work, and he has mentored many new country stars. His involvement with the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum is a prime example of how dedicated he is to preserving the history of country music. As a member of the museum's board, Vince has contributed to projects that honor the stories and legacies of famous artists. Beyond music, Vince is also known for his charitable work. He donates his time and money to causes he cares about, such as local children's hospitals and animal welfare. His dedication to making the world a better place shows the kind of person he is. Despite his personal struggles, Vince remains committed to his work. His hard work and care for his fans have earned him respect and admiration in the music world. Over the years, he has become a mentor to many young artists, sharing advice and offering support. Band kids in Waverly got brand new, shiny instruments today, nearly $100,000 worth. The donation was thanks in part to country music star Vince Gill. News 4's Courtney Allen spoke with students and their families, who lost it all. Vince believes in the power of music to heal, inspire, and bring people together. Whether he's singing his famous ballads or trying new musical styles, Vince Gill remains an inspiration. His honesty, vulnerability, and passion for music have made him one of the best storytellers in the industry. His music is a true reflection of who he is, and his dedication to emotional truth continues to touch the hearts of his fans. Vince Gill's journey through life has been anything but easy, yet his music continues to inspire and comfort fans all around the world. From the highs of his successful career to the lows of personal struggles, Vince's honesty and vulnerability have been a constant thread in his songs. Whether it's dealing with heartbreak, navigating family challenges, or battling health issues, some seeking solo paths left significant gaps that were difficult to fill. We were thrilled when we weren't thrilled, but when he said, it's time for me to move on. I'm thinking about moving to Nashville and trying to get into the country market. The band's dissolution posed a big question for Vince: what next? The breakup was a bittersweet moment, marking the end of a memorable chapter but also presenting him with a new challenge, the chance to go solo. Deciding to pursue a solo career was a risky choice for Vince. Stepping out on his own meant navigating the fiercely competitive music industry without the support of a band. The early years as a solo artist were tough. Vince struggled to find his own style, connect with audiences, and make a name for himself. But giving up wasn't in his nature. With sheer determination and relentless passion, he kept writing songs, performing, and refining his craft, laying down the strong foundation that would later support a brilliant career. The 1990s turned out to be the golden years for Vince Gill. As one of the most prominent voices in country music, he delivered hit after hit with songs like I Still Believe in You and Don't Let Our Love Start Slipping Away. These tracks struck a chord with fans, cementing his place in their hearts and establishing him as a powerhouse in the industry. Vince's incredible talent didn't go unnoticed. He accumulated an impressive 22 Grammy Awards, becoming one of the most celebrated male solo artists in Grammy history. Each award was not just a symbol of his success but a testament to his commitment and hard work. Then, just when his career seemed at its peak, an unexpected call took Vince's life in a new direction. On the other end of the line was Irving Azoff, manager of the legendary band, the Eagles. Vince could hardly believe it. He was being offered the chance to join the Eagles, a band he had idolized since his youth. His heart raced as he listened to the offer. The idea of joining the Eagles brought a mix of excitement and nervousness. For Vince, taking on this role meant not only joining one of the greatest bands in rock history but also filling the shoes of Glenn Frey, an iconic founding member who had recently passed away. Vince felt a deep sense of responsibility, understanding that his role wasn't about replacing Glenn but about honoring his legacy. With this mission in mind, he embraced the challenge, stepping onto a stage where he would help carry on a musical legacy that had impacted millions of fans for decades. Joining the Eagles was both a privilege and a challenge for Vince Gill. He knew he couldn't replace Glenn Frey, but he could honor him by bringing his own voice and authenticity to the band. I can't be Glenn Frey, but I can pay tribute by staying true to who I am, Vince shared. Blending his unique style with the Eagles' iconic sound, he found his place, bringing fresh energy to their timeless hits and keeping the music alive for fans around the world. Personal life, loss, love, and resilience. Vince Gill's life has been a journey marked by both fame and profound loss. Behind the awards and accolades lies a man shaped by the highs and lows of life. One of Vince's greatest heartaches was the loss of his brother, Bob. Growing up, Bob was not only Vince's older sibling but also his closest friend and musical inspiration. They shared countless memories, from learning to play their instruments to performing at local gigs. But in an instant, their bond was shattered. Bob was only 22 when he died in a tragic car accident, leaving an emptiness in Vince's heart that he's carried ever since. Bob was the first person who showed me what music could be, Vince once said, his voice thick with emotion. He inspired me because I watched him. The loss was more than heartbreak, it was a wound that pushed Vince to rediscover himself through music. Seeking comfort, he wrote Go Rest High on That Mountain, a deeply personal tribute to his brother and to all who have left this world too soon. Music by a song, by a singer, by a musician, and at the end of the day, that's all I'm trying to do. Not trying to impress anybody, just trying to move somebody. Vince Gill has always been a visionary in the world of country music, breaking boundaries and blending sounds that expand the genre's reach. Known for his unique mix of rock, bluegrass, and classic country, Vince's music is distinctively his own, a fresh sound that respects the genre's roots while pushing it forward. His approach has made him a pioneer, inspiring younger artists to follow his lead and bringing a new level of creativity to modern country music. Every performance is a balance between honoring country's traditions and exploring new creative paths, a combination that has shaped the sound of country music today. Vince's impact, however, reaches far beyond his music. His dedication to charity and community work highlights his commitment to giving back and making a difference. Through his charitable efforts, Vince has shown that music isn't only about fame or entertainment, it's a way to connect people, bring comfort, and make a meaningful difference. His legacy stands as proof of music's ability to unite, heal, and uplift, qualities that resonate with his fans and enrich their lives. Vince Gill's ongoing journey in music. Vince Gill's life today is as vibrant as ever. In July 2024, Vince and his wife, singer Amy Grant, brought a touch of holiday spirit with the release of their latest Christmas album, When I Think of Christmas. This album, featuring 9 previously loved Christmas songs along with 2 fresh recordings, including the duet Till the Season Comes Round Again, was released on September 13, 2024, and is available on digital platforms and CD. Yeah, like every year, I sing a song called Tennessee Christmas, and I was like, what's the first? I mean, 3-time platinum Tennessee Christmas, Vince shared. The album brings warmth and nostalgia, capturing the magic of the holiday season for fans. It's a special treat, bringing a mix of familiar tunes and new melodies to enjoy with family and friends. In addition to his work with Amy, Vince recently collaborated with artist Jillian Corelli on the song I'll Get Over You, released in September 2024. This collaboration was born from a friendship that developed through charity golf events in Tennessee, demonstrating how Vince's connections within the community often lead to creative partnerships. The song has been warmly received, gathering significant attention from both critics and fans, further showcasing Vince's ability to connect and create lasting musical memories. Vince and Amy are also preparing for a special concert series at Nashville's Ryman Auditorium, a venue close to their hearts. They've announced 12 shows scheduled from November 29 to December 21, 2024. This concert series promises to offer intimate, heartfelt performances, allowing fans to experience the depth of Vince's music and the warmth of the holiday season. These concerts are set to be unforgettable evenings filled with music, love, and connection, adding yet another chapter to Vince's storied career. Beyond the music, Vince Gill is known for his generous heart. He has a long history of involvement in charitable causes and is a consistent advocate for giving back to those in need. Vince founded the Vinny Pro Celebrity Golf Invitational, an annual charity golf event that raises funds for PRS, a children's golf program in Tennessee. This event not only supports youth in sports but also emphasizes values like teamwork, perseverance, and dedication, qualities Vince holds dear. In addition to his golf event, Vince organizes charity concerts that benefit various causes, including homelessness and animal protection. These concerts are not just events, they're efforts that reflect Vince's passion for helping others and making a positive impact on the world. Country superstar couple Amy Grant and Vince Gill have been entertaining audiences for a decade at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville with their sold-out Christmas show. Through his music and philanthropy, he has become a role model, showing that fame can be used to uplift communities and inspire change. His blend of talent and generosity has made him not only an influential artist but also a compassionate community leader. Life in Nashville today. Vince Gill lives in Nashville, Tennessee, with his wife Amy Grant and their daughter Karina. For Vince and Amy, Nashville is more than just a place to live, it's the heart of their musical journey. Their home is filled with warmth, love, and shared dreams, making it a grounding place amid their busy lives in the music industry. Their daughter Karina is growing up surrounded by the music and values that her parents hold dear, creating a loving environment where creativity and kindness flourish. Vince also has a daughter, Jenny Gill, from his previous marriage to Janice Oliver. Jenny, a talented singer, has collaborated with her father on several albums, adding her voice to the family legacy. Their relationship speaks to the love and respect that Vince has for family and tradition, values that have shaped his life and career. With an estimated net worth of $30 million, Vince Gill's success goes beyond financial achievements. His influence on country music and his commitment to giving back have left an indelible mark. His career spans decades, filled with hit songs, memorable performances, and a unique blend of musical influences. But it's his compassionate nature, resilience, and dedication to his family and community that make him truly stand out. From his early days in Norman, Oklahoma, to his rise in the country music world, Vince has shown that music is more than just a career, it's a way of life. Lisa let me take him with me, to go out and sit in the crowd, and I was holding his hand, and as he was long gone, lost in all that, it was a neat memory for me to have. Vince's impact can be felt not only in his Grammy-winning music but also in his philanthropic efforts. He's proven that a successful career can go hand in hand with a dedication to improving the lives of others. His legacy is one of music, community, and kindness, inspiring future generations of artists to follow in his footsteps. Vince Gill's life is a testament to the power of perseverance, the love of family, and the importance of staying true to one's values. His journey hasn't always been easy, but each challenge has shaped him into the artist and person he is today. The support of his wife Amy and his love for his family have been constant sources of encouragement, helping him weather life's storms. Vince's story shows us that while talent can bring success, it's heart and resilience that leave a lasting impact. As we look back on his career and life, we see a man who has reached the heights of musical success while staying grounded in humility and compassion. What part of Vince Gill's journey resonates with you the most? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you've been moved by his story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. See you in our next story, where we uncover more inspiring journeys of the stars.